What's up guys, Happy Droid back again with the Deadbell. This is now repaired, lots of hot glue as you can tell, but I'd rather all the pieces in here stay together than flop about inside the box. Also rerouted this wire so it's away from all the power wires. I don't want that interfering with anything, not that it does much of a difference. Rerouted the power wire to the 5 volt, the 5 volt pin here. It was connected to the VIN pin and it was connected to this little circuit here, which is basically just a little buck converter. This upscales the voltage from 3.7 to 5 volts. Unnecessary because you can actually run the Arduinos from 5 volt anyway. The other thing I took out was obviously the dead battery. As you can see, that is absolutely smashed to pieces. That was basically held in there and the circuit board was basically screwed onto it. You can go back and look at my other video and see what the problem was. But as you can tell, it did have a nice big hole in it, and that's because whoever put this together decided to screw through the bloody battery. Absolutely disgusting way to put something together, if you ask me. Anyway, it's now safe, it's in there securely, and it's been replaced with this battery sled. So if this battery does die in the future, this can be easily just taken out and swapped out. This battery also does have a little voltage protection circuit in there, so under current drain it will basically shut itself off if you know, something, if it's left on for example, it will basically shut itself off. So that's in there as well. The customer will be getting 2 batteries. This is covered in hot glue, but yeah, 3000 milliamp, 3500 milliamp hour. It's rechargeable, 18650. It's a little bit better capacity than this. This is on a 2000 milliamp hour, but it does fit in there much nicer. I would probably recommend whoever builds these, use a little battery sled and you know, use 18650 batteries, and that way your customers can get in here and change it out. You're not going to have all this problem with these types of cells are very fragile. As you can tell here, it's absolutely tackled. It's spongy as hell, obviously because it had a hole in it. But look at that. This is completely dead as a doornail, and I'm actually surprised this didn't catch fire at some point, because these things are bloody absolutely volatile if you pierce them. Yeah. Anyway, it's back together. It's now working. I'm just getting this ready to ship back off to the customer. I added a little rubber feet on the bottom that just helps it sit a little bit better, stops it slipping about. Also stops the bomb getting all messed up. Also added a little knob cover. How better does that look with a little knob cover on there? It's better than just selling them, you know, just like that. That looks absolutely horrendous in my opinion. Anyway, one of them's back on there, and yeah, it's now working. One thing I did notice as well, the ring is not very loud on this. I did adjust it a little bit because it wasn't ringing at all, but as you can see, it is ringing. It's a little bit pointless. It keeps going off the whole time. That's on the maximum and it'll just continuously ring. It doesn't matter if you put this in the middle of a field, it's going to ring. The only way I could stop it ringing by itself was to turn it right down to the minimum setting, and basically you can still set it off with a little magnet. But even on the minimum setting, periodically it was kind of setting off by itself, even when I had it way out of the range of anything that would potentially set off. So yeah, in my opinion, it's a little bit too sensitive. The coding definitely needs to be improved, and yeah, it really needs to be looked at, because the way it is just now, it's not going to be a definitive use for evidence in any kind of means, shape or form. As I said, way back then when I'd had my first Deadbell in for repair, it's a great idea, but it's just executed very poorly. If I was the people building this, I would just do away with that magnet sensor altogether. They're not very accurate, and they're just you know, something magnetic has to be right up to it. It doesn't make sense to be at all. There's other ways to collect EMF data without having to go through all that palaver. Anyway, it's now back together. I'm going to get this put back together and then sent back off to the customer. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please like, comment, whatever you want to do. I don't care. You know, I'm not here for the entertainment. I'm just here to show you what I'm doing. Okay, bye the now.